Yeah, we on.
We on. We finally fucking on. See, I told y'all, we're sorry. We had some technical difficulties. We're still trying to work out the kinks, but, we'll get there.
Yeah.
What up, everybody? It's your boy Marco from Upside Down Studios, and I am here with motherfucking Greg, and we were just fucking off for maybe an hour or so.
Yep.
Yeah, so, deal with it. I don't remember if we have any fucking, anything that we got coming up or anything. It don't matter because this ain't really a real show anyways. But it is What the Fuck Wednesday, so, since it ain't a real show, I guess I could get a little bit more wild.
Yeah.
Alright, so, what you want to talk about, Greg? What you got going on?
I really don't know.
Anything chapping your ass in the world of the news?
Oh, in the news? No.
Oh, we know in real life you got the little
Yeah.
chap assness. We all got a little bit of chap assness these days.
Yeah. As far as in the news, no. But I did see something today that might tickle your fancy. Something about Trump's guy that was supposed to buy the Lordstown plant doesn't insist on anything but paper. I'll have to find it and tag you in it, or we might have to look it up and find out. But I seen something about it on Facebook today. I didn't get a chance to read it, or you know what I mean. I just happened to
See, I from what I heard, and I'm not sure if maybe it's the same company, but I don't think it is. Trump's people who were supposed to buy that, I guess, it was a negotiation. It wasn't a sure thing. And somebody actually outbid them or something. The fuck was the name of it? It's like these big electric fucking trucks or some shit like that. So, there's a lot of potential out there, and there's a lot of talks going on. He has had, a little bit to do with it, not as much as he likes to say he does, but, at least he mentioned Youngstown, the president mentioned Youngstown. Shit, he mentioned Lordstown.
yeah.
So, that's a little something, like him or hate him. You know what came out today, man? And I'm sure all the Trump haters are fucking just coming in their fucking pants right now. Well, at 11 o'clock today. The dude, Mueller, who actually did the investigation on Trump and everything, who, turned over the fucking whole paper to Barr, who everybody thinks is, lying or Trump's dude. He came out and gave a speech, said he wasn't going to take any questions or anything. He said that he found no, or he read off a statute of the DOJ that says that no sitting president could be charged with anything or whatever. It's unconstitutional. Okay. Which, on certain things I can maybe see that, but I don't know. And this isn't just, Trump or any president, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about that law. But it is a law, I guess. And he said because of that, he didn't follow down certain roads of the investigation. He didn't say what parts or whatever. Then he said that if we did not find anything about Trump, then we'd have said he didn't do anything. So, but he never said the complete opposite, which is true. If you found enough evidence, you would have fucking said something. He pretty much played it to the Democrat side without saying that, that everybody's lying. So, I got a part of me, the Trump supporter in me is like, this dude's a dick. But again, I always try to stay impartial. So, now that's kind of in the back of the head, what the fuck was so bad? But here's the kicker, though, and what everybody seems to be passing up. They already know that Hillary Clinton bought that fake dossier or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what started this whole thing. they already know that the guy who they thought was a Russian agent was actually some British dude who was working for the CIA. That already was declassified. Mm-hmm. They know that Obama knew about the spying on Trump. They know about, I mean, because technically, if anybody got fucked out of their chances in that running was Bernie Sanders, not Hillary Clinton. Mm-hmm. You know, Trump had his half. Trump had the Republicans. That was a Democratic race right there. And if you look at the timeline, that was Bernie Sanders getting fucked. You know, why would Russia want Trump to be president? Hillary Clinton was handing them fucking uranium to make nukes. And that's what that whole uranium one thing is. Mm-hmm. Handing them shit. So why in the fuck would they want this loose cannon that they have no clue about putting around the White House? Doesn't even make sense. So now the Jerry Nadler dude is all hyped up again about going after the president and kept repeating, nobody's above the law, nobody's above the law. All right, well, Mr. Nadler, you were not a millionaire before you became a congressman. Congressmen and women don't make that much money compared to what you have, and you are Donald Trump status rich. So where'd you get your money? You're starting to dig into the president's fucking finances. Mm-hmm. Why not dig into yours? And you know that's going to fucking happen. Yeah. You know, Trump's arrogant like that. You know, if you just roll with his shit, which ain't half bad when he first comes out with it, mm-hmm. you're fine. But you start fucking with him over his shit, then it gets a little worse. Then it gets a little worse. Then it gets a little worse. And then you get some shit that you totally were like, oh, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. I mean, what up, Jeremy? We got the youngin' in the house. You know, like I said a bunch of times already, you know, Donald Trump's like that parent that keeps giving them extra chances. You know, them kids know the worst consequence. And he keeps, you know, they'll fuck up and they'll let it slide, or they'll get yelled at, or they'll get real late. But eventually, that parent's going to be like, fuck this. That's it. Now you're getting the worst consequence for something stupid. What you think? No, this is the whole fucking year you not doing your chores, or you not washing the dishes, or you not doing your homework. You know, I let you slide, and I let you slide, and I let you slide, and you thought you were going to keep doing and getting worse and worse. Now you got the worst consequence. Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much how, if you haven't noticed, that's how Donald Trump is. You could take what he gives you, which 90% of the time it's not that bad. Mm-hmm. Or you can fuck with him, and he'll say, well, I'll take this out. Or I'll add this in. Or I just won't do a motherfucking thing. You know, even if Mueller came out today and blatantly said that Donald Trump did this, this, and this, everything's over with already. There's, you know, this isn't a military court. There is no double jeopardy. You know, like the president said, you don't get a mulligan. You don't get a do-over. Mm-hmm. The Democrats in the Congress put in A.G. Barr. They put in Mueller. And, you know, stacked the House with a lot of fucking Clinton, you know, people. And they still lost. Okay, can you get some work done? I mean, can we get somebody to even look at health care? Mm-hmm. The only one, I can't stand the sorry bitch, but the only one that's actually talking about health care is AOC's retarded ass. And not just the Democrats. Not just the Democrats at all. Because Mitch McConnell and the upper echelon in the Republican Senate are refusing to fucking pass anything until after the election. What the fuck is that? Even Bill Clinton, in the midst of his impeachment, he got welfare reform done. He got, I mean, as bad as it fucking was, he got NAFTA done. He got quite a few big fucking name shits done. You know, the president can't do dick right now. Being impeached or not being impeached, you know, he can't do dick. Because not only is he having a hard time with the Democrats, but the Republicans are just like, no, we could wait for this. No, we could. What the fuck you mean we could wait for this? You know, that's how we're getting fucked on this border wall. You know, everything would have went as smooth as planned. I believe there was a setup where Mexico would have been paying for this thing if he could have got it off the jump. But no, what happened? There was some kind of omnibus, whatever the fuck it was, and they said, the Republican, Mitch McConnell and all them, no, we'll wait till the next half. We'll wait till next year. We'll wait till your second, you know, half of your 4 years. Mm. Second half came around. Oh, no, this is immoral. We can't put a fucking wall up and all this. We're taking babies away from their parents. Motherfuckers. All these cocksuckers on the right wanted that shit 6 to 8 years ago. Motherfuckers on the left, same shit. All of a sudden, because of scheduling, you know, Trump looks like an asshole. I mean, and not for the shit that he does to, you know, be an asshole. I mean, because, you know, let's all face it. Donald Trump is an asshole, but that's why I like him. You know, I think that's why a lot of people like him. You know, he's a point for me on Trump. Yeah, I fucking use your loophole. You can't be mad. You use the same shit. If you don't like it, when I become president, I'll get rid of it. But you can't bitch at me for fucking jumping in the same window you just did. Because he said, yeah. Fucking, dude, it's fucking crazy.
Damn it.
If running for president. And they, you know, most of the people, and it was most of the younger crowd, said they didn't want Biden because they didn't want the same old shit. And that's all it is. Mm-hmm. You know, and then with the whole Biden thing, dude, silly as fuck. Silly as fuck. How they felt about Biden and you don't shit talk, motherfucker. Mm-hmm. You know, you said you wanted to fight the dude behind some bleachers. Come on. You know, what era are you in? So he started, you know, like I'm gonna talk about real say.
Definitely.
But don't ample time to get your shit together or to get whatever together. Yeah. You have plenty of time to talk to your dude or whatever. And a lot of women I know, and this is a small case, but it's still out there. I'm trying to look at as many aspects as I can. There's a lot of women out there who just want to keep the baby to have control over the man.
Yeah. Yep.
Or for a check.
Exactly. I know plenty of welfare queens, generations upon generations of welfare.
Right, microphone there, Corey.
But, you know, real working people, like say for instance now, like a lot of these people that got laid off from GM closing, you know, they're stuck in limbo. Some of them got transferred. Some of them are in that decision of whether to transfer to out of state. And some of them have been there so long they don't know anything else. But let them try to go get welfare, it ain't gonna happen. Yeah. You know, they're losing their medical, they're losing everything, and those are the people that welfare was supposed to be about. You know, when you fucking lose your job and you need to get back on your feet, that's what that was supposed to be about. Healthcare, some little bit of food stamps, maybe a check, until you got you.
Yeah, like a part-time thing.
Yeah, a sustainable fucking place, not to fucking be shitting out generations upon generations of kids on it. And, you know, it's just fucking stupid.
And people just using the system. You go to a welfare office, you see Cadillacs on Rams, Mercedes, Jaguars.
Well, see, and this is another thing that kills me.
Free shit. Someone that needs it don't get it though.
This is what really kills me now, and I don't understand how society is not. I don't know if they don't realize it, or they just don't care, or what the fuck. There's barely anybody at the welfare office anymore, man. No. I gotta go down there. That's where you pay child support. I go down there every month. There's barely anybody down there. Do you know why?
I ain't been down there for a while.
It's what I said before. America has the richest poor people in the world. You don't have to go to the welfare office because now everything's done online. Well, if you're on fucking welfare,
So
you
got
shouldn't.
internet, yeah. But I thought they, like when you sign up, you gotta go down there for an interview and all that shit. That's what I heard. I don't know. I ain't been on welfare in years.
You get a phone interview, and the rest of the shit's done online.
Oh, yeah?
It's fucked up, dude. So, I mean, now go to Rwanda and go down to their welfare cave and see if you can do anything online there, or if there isn't a bunch of fucking kids who look like the gray aliens with flies all over their heads.
Yeah, eating their flesh alive and shit. Getting ate by bugs while they're still alive.
I don't know, man. I mean, and like I said, the people who that's there for, like, this was one of my biggest pet peeves about the Obama administration. And, you know, a lot of the lower income people loved Obama, and I could understand why.
Yeah.
I could understand why.
Made it life a little easier.
But this was the problem. I saw the whole I was brought up in the whole welfare society. You know,
Waking up
from
in the morning
camel
for them
projects. Yeah, from camel projects to living in a little bit better part of Camel, but not very much better. To, you know, that was the way I grew up. I didn't want my kids to grow up that way. I after I got out of my whole little wigger phase or whatever you want to call it, and try to have a family, I wanted to work. I wanted my kids to know what it was like to earn money and to respect, you know, and have shit.
Mm-hmm. And it makes you feel better about yourself working for your kids, too.
When I got told that they were going to, like, because back then, even though I worked, I still had welfare medical for my kids and myself because I couldn't afford the insurance at my job yet. They were going to cut my kids' medical, including my son Marco, who's handicapped, and mine, because on paper, I made $1 too much because of child support, which they knew I wasn't getting.
Yeah.
The lady told me, we have it here that you're not getting it, but we have to count it.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
So,
Yeah, you know?
I had to pretty much quit my job to get health care and food stamps or whatever.
So you got basically turned into a bum.
Right. You know, it was cheaper to not work.
Yeah.
And, you know, people got used to that shit. And they didn't realize this is not the way shit's supposed to be going. And so, I mean, I fucking love that job. And I had to quit my fucking job just so my kids would have, you know, insurance. Mm-hmm. And best believe, when I went down there after I was jobless, because, you know, I'm pretty much a black woman. Sorry, but it's not a stereotype. It's just, you know, look at the statistics.
Go there,
just where we were at, because we know there's more white folks on welfare than black folks. Just talking about our area. But anyways, you know, I'm single. I got a bunch of kids. You know, no job. Boom. I'm entitled to everything according to the Obama shit. They try to give me money and all these foods, this and that, and you want a car allowance. No, I don't want any of that. Make sure my kids got their medical.
Yeah, that's what
If I need money or anything, I'll work for it. Don't worry about that shit. I mean, it's fucked up.
Yep.
And then child support, you know, you realize that they don't give a fuck at all. Because if you're not working and you're not bringing them anything, then they will get on your ass like you're on probation. Like, you got to bring in papers saying you went to this job, that job, or whatever. But you cannot be working at all. As long as you came in every month with whatever money, they don't say a fucking thing. They don't ask you where you're working. They don't ask you what you're doing. They don't ask you. Not a damn. They give you a receipt and roll you on your way.
See, they just take mine out of my taxes every year. They don't mess with me at all.
See, that's
I pay
bad.
like $600 every month. I only pay $50 a month. Even when I do try to pay more, I guess I gotta go through like a court, like have like a court.
No, you don't.
Because I try to raise it up. They want
you just go there. Whatever your amount is, say it's $50 a month. You go and throw them 60. Then next month you only got to pay 40.
Yeah, I mean, no, I'm trying. Like,
I do that shit.
I mean, I try to like instead of paying the 50, like see if they would like raise it a little bit, make me pay a little bit more. But $50 a month for a kid, even though I take care of them, it still feel like what the fuck is that, you know?
Well,
like,
see,
I ain't a piece of shit. I don't even know I still do what I got to do.
Mom.
Your mom was junkie, you know what I'm
saying? I got different babies' moms.
Yeah.
And like I got one baby mama who used to live. Dude, I used to want to knock her fucking head off. She would get her child support check, and she would literally drive past me with that money in her hand and head to the casino and blow it up. She was a compulsive gambler. She wasn't on any drug. Well, back then wasn't on any drugs. Just a compulsive gambler. I mean, don't you remember Maria's mom? That bitch. My kids. There was no reason. Because I always busted my ass. There was no reason why my kids should have ever been in anything less than the best. My kids look like that's why I had to fight for so long for custody. Oh my God, dude. Yeah. Now my other daughter's mom, my youngest daughter's mom, she actually, that money that she gets, I mean, she fucked me over a couple of times on some tax shit.
Yeah.
But that was that had nothing to do with my kid.
Yeah.
But as far as the child support goes, that money goes to my daughter. You know, any kind of money I give, you know, through child support or not child support, that, you know, that goes to my daughter. Totally different people there. So I get it. But I mean, I know these girls out here who, they're single moms or whatever. They're taking care of the kids. But as soon as that child support comes, they're at the bar.
At the bar.
And
getting their nails done or their hair done.
And I get it, ladies. You guys throw your whatever towards the kids all the time, so you think that that's your money that you could do whatever with. But no, it's not.
You look a lot better when y'all take care of y'all kids. That's all it is.
Even when I took my child support, like I still got, like I got a car. This chick still owes me. I don't touch it. The only time I touch that card is like Christmas time. It's going to the kids. When my daughter needed a car, that's how much, you know, I just let it accumulate. And it's pennies, trust me, at the time. But my daughter, I helped her out with a car. You know, the kids it's their money. I don't touch that shit. Mm-hmm. Just like my son gets in a lot of amount of money because he's disabled. You know, I take care of him, you know, whatever he needs in the house or whatever, or shit like that.
Yeah.
Whatever money that I have, I earn my own money.
Yeah.
You know, working on cars or doing this and that. You know what I'm saying? Plus, I get, you know, I earn my own money.
Yeah, we know. I know.
So, that whole bullshit with, and that irks me so. I don't give a fuck if the daddy is a piece of shit. I'm sorry. Don't come to the bar, sit down next to me and talk about, you want a drink? It's on my baby father. Bitch, get the fuck away from me.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Perfect example, man.
But I ain't gonna lie, I did accept a couple of them drinks before. But it ain't right.
It ain't right, but I did it.
Yeah.
Perfect example. One of my mom's good friends, she passed away. I was good friends with her son. She used to always talk shit about her ex, this and that, you know. I guess he had good money or whatever. None of my business. Well, I happened to be coming, this is when I still lived with my mom. I happened to be coming up from the bar and had a little buzz going on. And I see this pretty blue, I believe it was blue, Corvette bend up right in front of my mom's house, a gangster in front of me. Who the fuck is this? It's my mom's friend coming out of the fucking car. Your mom home, this and that. Yeah, she's home. She just left the car in the middle of the street. Well, the 7th Street wasn't a real busy street anyways, but still.
Yeah.
Left the car in the middle of the street and proceeded to go in. So, whatever. You know, no big deal. Maybe she was drunk, whatever. Her and my mom like to have a couple drinks here and there. No deal. Well, I come in the house, and she's bragging to my mom about how child support hit her ex, actually overhit her ex tax time, gave her all his tax money, and she went out and bought a Corvette. Now, her son, like DJ, took the wrong path, but that don't mean shit. That don't mean a fucking thing. That money belonged to him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he'd have probably blown it or whatever anyways. It doesn't matter. It belonged to him. And she's sitting there running, and I came and I was like, look, you know what? You're my mom's friend, but I'm going to let you know you're just a fucking asshole. Don't talk to me about fucking child support or the battles that I've went with them people. It really don't pay to try to be a good dad. I mean, I'm not telling you guys out there
really
not
don't.
to be, but I mean, we get fucked pretty well in this whole process.
Dad, that's when they use the kids against you, because you're a good dad. If you're a piece of shit, they ain't got nothing to use against you.
Yeah, and I'll never hear any of the feminists talking about that shit.
No.
You know, you don't ever hear any of them fucking gender bender people or any of them fucking motherfuckers talk about that shit. You know, y'all don't know what it's like to be pretty much living in a frat house with your fucking daughter, you know, sleeping on cots, living fucking paycheck to paycheck, driving to a payphone. You know, that was a dad and daughter thing. You know, I'm sorry, I said it once. I even told my daughters, you females should never be broke. Never. Each and every one of you sitting on $40 to $60 worth of pussy.
True that.
So, simple fact. That's something guys don't got. You know, I'm tired about hearing about this fucking war on women and shit. And then here's one. You know, I don't understand why these liberals and these feminists don't just jump on this bandwagon, since they're all for fucking killing the kids and all that shit. Abortion is actually green. You know, these fucking liberals and these feminists don't realize that no matter, and I had statistics earlier, but I'm kind of buzzed, so I don't remember them. These women don't realize that no matter how many paper cups you use, how many times you recycle, how many fucking electric cars you have, no matter how green you try to be, your house could be covered in solar panels. You will never, ladies, get it through your fucking head, you will never make up for the amount of pollution that fucking kid that popped out your pussy makes.
Wow.
Just think about that shit.
Prove a point.
That child will grow up, that first as just a child. Gotta have disposable diapers. Nobody fucking uses the cloth diapers anymore except the Amish. And even so, you still gotta get rid of the feces. You gotta get rid of the shit and all that. So that's creating environmental hazards. That's creating all kind of toxins and shit. You know, you thought cow farts were bad. You know, a lot of these kids are lactose intolerant or this, you gotta have special kind of milk.
Yeah.
All the fucking trash that is just created in the first 3 years of life. Then you move on to that kid just being a person. Now, I don't give a fuck how many times you're driving around and how many fucking whatevers at your green rally. Fuck you. You just fucking threw one of the biggest... You want to erase your carbon footprint? Get fucked in the ass.
Well, we got a bunch of listeners. We got quite a few on Mixler, quite a few on a few others out there. So if you have any opinion, get in the chat and let us know.
And I will admit, this is not totally my idea. You know, I actually was listening to a comedian earlier, Doug Stanhope, and he pretty much said what I said, a little bit politer. But his point was, don't fuck in the front hole. You want to get rid of your carbon footprint? You want to go green? Don't fuck in the front hole. And you could drive your fucking big ass Hummer and your fucking whatever, because you'll never amount to the pollution you just shit out with that kid. And Lord forbid you're one of them breeders that want a whole shit ton of kids. Yeah, go green with that. There is no going green with that.
No, it's
so
not.
shut the fuck up. Simple as that. Either start killing your kids or shut up.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause, abortion is green. You know, it's overpopulation, man.
What he said.
I think I might have an abortion or two here real soon.
I should have had a couple. That's wrong. I love my babies.
I mean, it's a good point. It's a fucked up point, but it's a good point. I mean, you know, now, here's another problem, though. Yep. This is kind of going Georgia Guidestone ways, and I don't know exactly if they're trying to go against it or what. Like, if you allow these mass abortions, like if they stop these bans and stuff, that's actually part of the depopulation game that we all heard about in the 90s. Not only that, you know, it's another fucking hit on Christianity. I mean, you know, there's two sides to the whole thing. But ultimately, the moral side, which people keep thinking somehow, some way, morality is something more than just a word. The moral side of it, I get, but you know, the only problem that I have is the time frame, and the dad should have a say in it. Simple as that. The dad should have a say in it. If the woman does not want to have a kid and the dad does, then you have the kid and you let the dad have it. You know, if the dad doesn't want anything to do with it, then, and you do, you knew what that was. You knew what you were getting into. You knew he did not want this child, so that man should not have to pay for that child the rest of his life. You know, or even till 18. You know, I don't think that the mom should have to pay for, you know, the kid if the kid goes to the dad. You know, there should be no child support there. That was your choice.
Yeah.
You knew what you were getting into. You know, that's it. Now, if there's a marriage and you guys had kids together or whatever, and there's a custody, wherever the kid goes, now there's a child support issue. You know, that was together. You guys made that choice together to have this child. You know, now there's, wherever that kid goes, whoever got to pay for that shit. Yeah. You know, fair. Simple as that. But just, oh my God. And then, you know, try to get child support as a man. Like getting them to actually enforce it.
Like they laugh at you.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
They say, what?
They won't do that. But one call from any female, oh, you got your license lost, you got this, that, you know.
Checking your tax records and shit.
So, I mean, if you want to start killing babies, I mean, you know, it'll help with the population and all that shit. So you can think of it that way, you fucking feminazis.
Feminazis. So, how about all this fucking rain? Monsoon and Boardman.
Flooding.
Well,
Kelby Lake's about to cover the streets.
Yeah.
We seen that today.
some people say it's the whole global warming thing.
No,
But-
I just think it's just
Yeah,
fucked up.
Yeah.
It's the fucking Earth tilting, dude. I mean, everything's gonna change.
Mm-hmm.
And then the man-made shit that's been put in the air. You notice lately when it is not raining and it is daytime, it's cloudy as fuck. The only time you
Not all
really
the
get a
time.
blue sky is right in the morning when I see shit tons of chemtrails, and in the evening.
What was that? What is today? Wednesday?
That's
Had
it,
to be-
Wednesday.
What was it, Sunday? Sunday, I
See,
think it
see
was.
what I mean?
Where was we at? Because I was with you
They're
Sunday.
far and few.
I don't know, but it was. I remember there was no clouds. I remember.
Or even vacations, all that shit. Whether it be, seen it. This wasn't one of them videos. This
Yeah.
was just a regular Senate hearing, and I'm like, first thing they asked you, and then I finished doing what it was. Like 2 years later, this was just recently. I was doing. I'm a scientist who did a lot of experiments with this pineal gland. And once you've been, oh, what did he do?
I don't believe in it.
I'm going to catch myself. I won't fuck with it.
Alright, so I'm gonna switch back to the other Wi-Fi.